most critical information related to your project is displayed on Inavista Birdie's Risk Dashboard. Our executive dashboard gives a visual representation of project risks displayed in green, yellow, or red color indicators, coming from key dimensions such as external factors, project plans, and budget for all your projects across the enterprise. As you click on any project, the corresponding information related to that project, that is planning, execution, and budget data, will be displayed in their respective pods. This allows you to view important project information at a glance across the entire enterprise to assess the health of your projects. With this information at your fingertips, you get a complete picture of the project status so that you're always on top of your projects. You can double-click on any record and drill down to see the details. This holds true for all the information that is available on your dashboard. With access to the right information at the right time, you'll have the assurance you need for more successful project implementations. The Birdie Planning Analysis module offers comprehensive risk tracking functionality through a simple, intuitive interface. The project team has the ability to gauge the impact of all internal and external factors outside of your execution plan. Examples of these type of factors are user readiness, change management, top management commitment to the project, and other similar factors. You define the critical success factors specific to your environment. In Birdie Planning, there are 3 levels of factors. The first level is the critical success factors, where you track and manage the top-level CSFs. The second level is the sub-factors, which is a further breakdown of your top-level CSFs. The third level is the planning actions associated with the factors, where you assign resources to work on the factors to mitigate the risk. For each top-level CSF, the overall calculated risk is shown as red, yellow, or green indicators, which represents a high, medium, or low tolerance risk. These are displayed on the dashboard and on the planning grid. The project manager defines your internal and external factors, captures the risk details, and creates a mitigation plan. Documents and other types of correspondence can also be attached to capture additional details. A Gantt chart view with a pictorial representation of timelines and dependencies is available by simply clicking on the Gantt chart checkbox. The workflow status and transitions are managed and tracked at any level through Birdie's powerful workflow engine. Each factor requires appropriate approvals to ensure that the mitigation plan is correct and acceptable. The approver can adjust the risk value based on the mitigation plan and the corrective measures taken by the assignee. These adjustments are reflected in the real-time calculation of the risk across the board. You can also download planning data to an Excel spreadsheet for further manipulation and presentation to the executive team. Birdie offers complete filtering and search capabilities across all modules. By simply clicking on predefined filters on the menu bar, you can easily access data. The filters can be collapsed to maximize the planning data views. Being able to quickly retrieve specific data with one simple click offers convenience and provides greater efficiency to daily project management activities. Likewise, dynamic filtering capability is also available to run your ad hoc queries. You can hide or show dynamic filters on the screen by clicking on the Show Filter box. We use a standardized hierarchy to our project management functions where you define various levels within the project tree structure. Milestones are defined at the highest level of the project plan. Activities are defined within each milestone, followed by tasks and subtasks. You can define predecessors and successor relationships at all levels within your project plan. You can assign an activity or milestone manager within a project to oversee tasks. The managers will receive notification of all updates to downstream activities and tasks. This powerful feature eliminates the need to create separate projects, specifically when there are several project interdependencies. With complete visibility into all tasks and their dependencies, overall program management is greatly simplified. All of your project plans across the enterprise will utilize this standardized structure, which helps control and monitor your projects. A distinction Inavista Birdie offers is the ability to assign a weight factor to various milestones and activities. Risk is calculated from the weight factors and the planned completion date to accurately portray project realities. This helps you better manage your project milestones and activities along with their associated risk, which is critical to the success of the project. The color of the risk indicator, red, yellow, or green, is based on the calculated risk of each milestone and activity. A dynamic calculation of the risk value immediately alerts the project manager of any issues. The project manager would then initiate corrective measures where necessary. A key differentiator is that Birdie gives real-time visibility to both project status and risk, helping you keep your projects on track. A unique feature offered in the Tickets module is the ability to link project-related issues directly to your execution plan as they emerge. A comprehensive view of project tasks and issues is available to project managers for resource assignment and tracking. This significantly reduces the amount of time project managers would normally spend gathering data from disparate systems and other sources to assess the full impact on project plans. workflow engine enables you to manage work assignments, status updates, and communication on all project elements from start to end. You have the ability to attach any type of documents to any milestone, activity, or task to further document the circumstances. You can capture information such as detailed work instructions, drawings, mitigation plans, and any other pertinent information related to your project. Automatic email notifications are sent to the management team and to appropriate resources to take correct action. For instance, if a task becomes past due, the system will automatically change the workflow status to action required, and both the project manager and assigned resources will be notified. Birdie offers a very robust filtering and search capability across all modules. You can very easily access data by clicking on predefined filters shown on the menu bar. Likewise, dynamic filtering capability is also available to run ad hoc queries. You can also choose to hide or show dynamic filters on the screen by clicking on the Show Filter box. With this information available at their fingertips, project team members can better manage their assignments. Project managers will spend significantly less time on general project management activities and status reporting, since one version of the truth is available at all times from project floor to top floor. Inavista Birdie offers a unique approach for project management and the overall ticket management process. The ticket module allows project-related issues to be directly linked to your execution plan as they emerge. A comprehensive view of project tasks and issues is available to help project managers see a complete and realistic view of their projects. With access to real-time critical project information, project managers are more effective at communicating and collaborating with project team members. This powerful feature significantly reduces the amount of time project managers would normally spend gathering data from other sources to assess the full impact on project plans. There are no more surprises, as one version of the truth is available to the entire project team. Birdie offers the flexibility to define your own categories and subcategories representing your support groups and internal functions. With Birdie, you can select the appropriate workflow from a repository of predefined workflows for any type of tickets to completely streamline the ticket process. For example, a help desk call may require a two-step process of open and close, whereas a development request may have to go through design, development, user acceptance testing, approvals, and so forth. You can define service level agreements for various priorities specific to each category and subcategory to effectively track your performance against delivery guidelines. Through many predefined views, you can measure the progress against your SLAs and initiate corrective measures where necessary. You can create custom fields specific to categories and subcategories to capture any type of data relevant to your environment and support functions. Users are presented with organized and relevant data entry screens rather than cluttered screens with unnecessary data. Birdie offers robust scheduling functionality for the ticket management process. Multiple views are available for department managers to see open tickets and do appropriate planning. An interactive Gantt chart will graphically illustrate the tickets, resource assignment, workload, progress, and other data. You can also define successor and predecessor relationships between open tickets. Urgent issues can be escalated and given a higher priority status for immediate attention. The assigned resources will be notified through the workflow system when an issue is escalated. For prompt action, Birdie provides predefined views to resources of all escalation tickets assigned to them. As in the other Birdie modules, a robust workflow capability is available in the Tickets module for real-time event notifications, status change, and team collaboration. Users also have the ability to link one or multiple attachments or images to provide additional information to the resources assigned to work on the tickets. Several management views are available through our filtering capability to assess the situation and take corrective measures. Project team members can view tickets by status, and reporters can see the status of just their tickets. Likewise, dynamic filtering capability is available to run your ad hoc queries. You can hide or show dynamic filters on the screen by clicking on the Show Filter box. Birdie provides the ability to group multiple tickets into one scheduled or emergency change request for management approval. A predefined workflow will trigger event notification to appropriate management team members as defined within the system configuration. Once management gives approval, the assigned resources can then proceed to the next steps in the process. This feature is extremely beneficial to IT organizations where it's common to install solutions that have certain prerequisites, since you can group these solutions under one single request. Tickets that require post-production SOX approvals can also be bundled together into a single request for approval. This significantly reduces the amount of time business managers have to spend in the system to approve each of their issues requiring post-production SOX approval. Inavista Birdie offers a feature-rich framework that addresses budget management process issues during a project lifecycle. 3 key budget elements, namely forecast, estimated effort, and actuals, are used to gain insight into the budget status and spending throughout the phases of the project. I will walk you through these key elements. First, the forecast. When a statement of work or contract with a vendor is signed, it is defined as an engagement in Birdie. This is where the contract amount, i.e. the budget, the duration, and the contingency amount is recorded. Project resources are linked to the engagements to calculate their project effort based on their rate, work hours per week, as well as start date and end date. When your base data is set up, the system automatically calculates the forecast and spreads it across into weekly buckets for the duration of that project. The project manager will review the forecast and make any necessary changes along the way. The key is to ensure that the forecast is aligned with the approved budget, which brings discipline to the budget process right up front. Second, the estimates. Often the planned efforts defined in the project plan and the contract amounts don't coincide, resulting in cost overruns. In order to address this issue, Birdie allows you to capture estimated effort associated with each task in the execution plan, which is then consolidated into weekly buckets and displayed on the budget grid. This functionality enables you to compare the estimated effort against the forecast to ensure that the cost and resources are aligned with the initial budget. These controls are established to ensure that projects cannot be initiated until there is full alignment between the forecast and estimates. When there is a variation, a warning message will be displayed and the system will not allow you to change the status to active until the forecast and estimates are adjusted. Third, the actuals. As you start recording hours on a weekly basis in the time tracking module, you have complete visibility on project to date, budget consumption, and variances. Therefore, you eliminate the need to rely on external systems to gather budget information, which is always a challenging task. A clear account and visibility into your actual spending and variances will help prevent cost overruns. The color indicator will change to yellow or red to warn you if the project to date exceeds the forecast and estimates. Automatic email alerts will also be sent to the stakeholders to assess the situation and take corrective measures if necessary. As demonstrated in other modules, the complete workflow capability is available to track the budget status throughout the project lifecycle. You can transition the workflow status as required, and you can add comments to communicate information to project team members. With the budget module, you'll be able to gauge the full financial impact of project issues in real time. You will quickly identify specific sources of budget issues, make better informed decisions, and most importantly, keep your project costs under control. You know precisely the financial status of all of your projects. Inavista Birdie streamlines the time tracking process, making it extremely simple to use. By clicking on a project, resources can view and report time on tasks they are assigned to. Users submit their project hours through Birdie's workflow engine, which in turn sends an email notification to the project manager for approval. The project manager can approve or reject the hours. If the hours are rejected, communication regarding the details is done through workflow comments, and an email notification is sent to the resource. The resource can then make the necessary changes and resubmit the hours. Just as for projects, resources record time spent on specific tickets and submit their hours through Birdie's workflow engine. The approval process is also managed by the workflow. You can view actual resources, utilization hours, and performance in the budget module. We've taken our Inavista Birdie application to new heights and offer the same end-to-end project access available from your desktop right in the palm of your hands. Our easy-to-use multi-touch functionality is available for the iPhone, iPad, Droid, and other compatible mobile devices. As we have demonstrated the dashboard or the web interface, you have the same dashboard views and flows available on your mobile device. As you touch on any project, the corresponding risk information related to that project, that is, execution, planning, and budget data, will be displayed in their respective pods. The summary of the overall risk is displayed by the horizontal gauges. For example, in planning, you see a problem that immediately stands out, which is poor project design and management, as displayed by the red traffic light. You can drill down into the details to see all the contributing sub-factors and their respective details. One of the sub-factors, availability of resources at a centralized location, does not have a mitigation plan established. You can add a comment to communicate to the project management team to take corrective measures. All this is done in real time. Likewise, on your execution side, you can see the details of milestones, activities, or tasks by simply touching the arrow, which allows you to collaborate with your team, just like in the previous example. You also have complete visibility of budget status and spending for all phases of the project. You have a consolidated view of the budget forecast, consumption, and variances in real time. This makes it extremely convenient for on-the-go folks who need to stay on top of their projects.